All right, folks, here we go with a terrorist attack, an active shooter situation in Israel. Before we get into this, as always, if you enjoy the content, please like, please share, please comment below, and most important, subscribe and hit that bell notification so when we throw some more of this stuff out there, you guys don't miss anything. Now, getting into this video, this was a terrorist attack, active shooter situation at the Lions Gate going into Old Town, Jerusalem. I've gone through that gate myself. I've been there and stood on that exact spot. By the way, if you ever have the chance to go to Israel, Old Town Jerusalem is a super cool place to go visit. But we've got somebody here who obviously is just coming in with a firearm for whatever reason and opening fire. He's not making any announcement. He's not doing anything. He's just opening fire. And we're going to watch as these IDF soldiers take care of business. Okay? So let's go ahead and run the video. Let's talk through it, and then we'll see what happens. So I want you to watch this at full speed first. Look how quickly this whole thing happens. I mean, this goes down really fast. So we'll go ahead and take a look at it in slow motion and kind of break it down a little bit. But that terrorist, you can see here, he's drawing his weapon out of his pocket. And then you can see the flinch response from the soldiers. If we look at the one with right here, you see that flinch response. Now look at this guy in the lower part of your screen, how quickly he draws his weapon and returns fire and drives this terrorist off. He did an excellent job here. And the terrorist got a round off on the other soldier and shot him in the arm, but the guy continued to flank this terrorist as this was happening. In the upper part of your screen, you're going to see a blue circle, and that's the other IDF soldier who has flanked and is providing covering fire for his partner to advance. And these guys did an outstanding job. Excellent job from the IDF. All right, there you go, folks. Now, again, one of the soldiers was shot in the arm, but the quick reaction of these soldiers, that immediate return fire, the other, not only the immediate return of fire by the one soldier, but the other one who was injured, who was shot, you see where he goes kind of out of where you can see him, but he goes around to the left of your screen and basically flanks this guy. Awesome, okay? Really good. Shoot, move, communicate. These guys shot. The other guy moved. I'm sure they were communicating as this situation progressed. So if you go back and look at it again, you can see that bad guy. He's circled in red. He comes into the screen. As soon as shots start getting fired, these guys are on their game just like that. So really important lessons. Number one is watch the soldier who immediately returned fire. That draw to first round is super important. And he was on it, man. He draw and fire right there. Now, the good news is they ended up catching this guy. They got him, okay? From my understanding, he lived, but they got him. And that's awesome. The guy who was shot in the arm, he, from my understanding, again, was that he made a full recovery. Again, awesome. So good guys win again. When we're looking at this, though, situational awareness is the key. They didn't really have any really good indicators, it doesn't look like, from just this kind of fuzzy video until this guy drew his weapon and started firing. But because they were paying attention, they immediately were able to get into response. They were able to act. They were able to draw a fire and stop this situation. So again, quick response, that draw to first shot, super important. Being able to move, having the clearness of head, being able to think about in that fight, where do I need to be? I've got my buddy here returning fire, so me standing next to him and shooting, yeah, maybe that's not the most effective. Maybe me moving around and flanking this guy is going to be more effective. The other thing is, at this point, they don't know if he's a sole attacker or if this is going to be multiple attackers. So that guy moving, getting off that line, off the X, and flanking this terrorist, good move. Really good move on his part, okay? So some good lessons there. Also, if you want to support the channel, Patreon's another good way to do that, because again, without your support, we can't do this. So we really appreciate your support. And as always, folks, train for those real world situations, those real world violent encounters. Keep your head on a swivel and stay safe.